competition. Life is a journey, not a competition. Yes. Entrepreneurship. Wikipedia. Anyone here have any good books you'd like to read? Like, I know there's some books here. The Lean Startup. Has anyone actually read the Lean Startup before? The 4-Day Work Week. 0 to 1. 0 to 1 is actually a really good book. Think and Grow Rich. Everyone's kind of recommending it, and the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. People also search for business, finance, leadership, technology, and research. Cool. Okay, so I think my friend is let's see. There isn't many people online right now. Message. Entrepreneurship, the process of designing, launching, and running a new business, which is often small business. And people who run these businesses are called entrepreneurs. I have a few quotes about investments that I prepared recently, and I'd like to share with you. So let me find my quotes. I always find quotes very helpful, especially very helpful to keep people focused and motivated, I think. Anyone here need motivation? Anyone here starting a business and need some motivation and encouragement? So I guess most of us here know who this guy is, right? Yep, he is Warren Buffett, and he's like known as one of the greatest investors of our time. And in this quote, he says he is, on this quote on investment, he says, do not put all your eggs in one basket. Hi, hello, welcome, Duga. How are you doing? So we're just looking at some quotes today. This is on investment. Do not put all your eggs in one basket. And here's another quote: "Past is a waste. Past is a waste paper. Present is newspaper, and the future is a question paper. Come out of your past, control the present, and secure the future." Right. And we use a pencil when we were small, but now we use a pen. Do you know why? Because mistakes in childhood can be erased, but not now. All right, great. Thanks for typing and joining us. So um, let's see what else on risk. Being an entrepreneur is risky. So let's look at what he says about risk. Never test the depth of the river with both feet. Very true. And let's see, on savings, Don't save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving. I'm good too. Yeah, I'm good. You want to? I don't think I have you on Facebook. I need to see who's online right now. Is there anyone who's interested in coming on as a guest today or just to talk? Who here is interested in that? Okay, let's look at other quotes. Savings, spending. If you buy things you don't need, soon you will have to sell things you need. Yeah, that's very true. And on strength, when something bad happens, you have three choices. You can let it define you, let it destroy you, or you can let it strengthen you. And this is, I think, the final one that I have is never depend on a single income. Make investments to create a second source. Close these. Yeah, I'm going to share these. I'm going to probably share them on our Facebook group or our WhatsApp group or other things. So those of you who do not know, I have a group called the MCIE, and we are on LinkedIn primarily because it's about business, and I can encourage everyone on the show to be on LinkedIn to even though you may be playing games or you may be not an entrepreneur, you may still be in school, but definitely check us out. You should get on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is one of the greatest platforms out there. So let me just show you my LinkedIn. Can you see this? Yeah. So we have articles. All right. So if anyone is interested in joining us on LinkedIn and on the WhatsApp, we have a WhatsApp group for entrepreneurs. This is something we started this year, and last year, actually 2 years ago, I think in 2017, we actually started this thing, and we had like a few thousand people join us. So let me just go to my profile again. How many of you here use LinkedIn and this is really powerful thing. I'm gonna show you. Go back to my profile. Oh, not changing my. So here you can see on your dashboard, and usually this is private to you. You can see that you can get a ranking by LinkedIn. LinkedIn gives you a ranking of all star. I'm going to talk a bit more about that later on. So basically, you can see here in this dashboard, you can see how many people viewed your profile, how many people view your posts, and how many people viewed your profile by searching for you. So let me just go to my articles, and I want to show you the articles. Articles is very important. So I've written about 30 articles right now. I have so far I have 11,000 followers here, and I want to show you this. Like in 2017, in September, I believe. Let me just still loading. Let me just close out these other things. Sometimes when you're broadcasting, it's a bit slow, so please bear with me. Let's go back to this. All right. Okay. So if you want to join us, there's a few steps here. Basically, these are the steps. Connect with me on LinkedIn, submit an application, and then once we're connected, message me, and I'll let you. I'll send you an invite to our group. All right, so it's still loading. Oh wow, it's taking a long time. And we also have a group. We have a group here. Let's see. Groups. So those of you who are not in the group yet, you should join the group. And yesterday we started. The day before we launched the first show. You can watch the first show here on YouTube, and I think it was like 2 hours, almost 2.5 hours that day. Okay, let's go down to. Okay, let's look for my original posts. So here we have a lot of different posts. I post primarily about our MCIE community and a few other things I'm doing. So we have questions like, what do different entrepreneurs that you know have in common? That's actually a really good question. And we also have, what are the sacrifices you are willing to make for your entrepreneur journey? Great. So this is the original post in August 4th, 2017. And here we have 18,000 people saw this, and we got almost 1,500 likes and comments. We have 2,000 plus comments and people who reshare this. It's a lot of people. So this year we launched it again. We're doing this again this year. So right now, those of you who want to join the MCIE can join us. And what is the MCIE? It is the International Entrepreneurs Community. So let's continue. I can't find my friends to join us today, but that's okay. I'll try to schedule people to come onto the show and be a guest in the future. So does anyone have anything they want to talk about? Like today's the free format. Anyone have any questions, anything you want to share or ask or talk about? So, well, you type it in the chat. Type it in the chat. Let me know, and then basically I'll just continue talking a bit about LinkedIn and how important LinkedIn is. So here we have a course that I put together, and I'm teaching this on Udemy, so you can check it out on Udemy if you like. Let me just show you what's inside the course. I'm really signed in. So we have about 1,500 people joining this course, and they're learning about LinkedIn and how to be a rock star on LinkedIn with an all-star status. So this is me. You can connect with me on any of these. So this is the course content. We are going through the course, and I've pretty much, I'm not sure why I should have, yeah, I finished introduction. So this is basically my course. So okay, I have an all-star LinkedIn profile, how to get your all-star LinkedIn profile. So there's some videos I haven't actually watched myself, but it's always challenging to watch yourself sometimes. Okay, and then advanced LinkedIn tips, and I'm going to add more videos in a few. How do I first step? Okay, so we have let me see if I can get you on the phone. You know what? Let me see if I can call you on the phone, and then we can do a talk instead of just you typing. Are you able to talk today? I'll try to call you on the phone. Hang on, let me find you. Send me a message on the phone. Where is it? You know what? Message me on WhatsApp. Talk to me, and then I'll try to get you on the phone and talk to you. So send me a message, and then we'll get you on the call. And there's also some bonus videos I have here, and we'll be adding more videos as I go. I think I have like a couple of other videos I haven't uploaded yet. Hang on, let me find something. Go back here. You know what? Message me. Are you typing? Yeah. Okay, so how to become an all-star? This introduction and all these things. So if you're interested in this, I will send you a link, and you can actually join this course. There's other courses on LinkedIn, and learning is very important on LinkedIn. Okay, yeah, so I see you cannot talk. Okay, so you just listen along, and I'll just talk about it. Let me see. I have some notes about entrepreneurship. Let me find it. So typically, to get started, so the question is, how do we start? And, try to make this so that you can see the comments as well. Okay, good. Great. So, okay, let's begin. So, This is one definition. This is one definition of what entrepreneurship is. There's many different definitions, but this is one that we're going to use for now. So I guess the main question is, like, are you an entrepreneur? Are you a real entrepreneur? There are some people who are just playing the game of entrepreneurship, and then there's some people who are really true entrepreneurs who love the game of entrepreneurship. So, some entrepreneurs just start companies to sell them, and some people. So, so let's look at entrepreneurs. So why do people start a company? Start a company. Or just put company here. So why do people start a company, and why do some people join a company? Because it's not easy to start a company. It's not easy to start a company, right? It's easier to join a company and be an employee. Hi, hi. I can't read people's names. Gok, Henny, Gamer123. Oh, Oh, nice. Hey, yeah. Everyone has like a strange. Okay, I prefer real names. Okay. Anyway, so hi, welcome. So today we're talking about entrepreneurship and what is entrepreneurship. So, um, I'm not sure how I think you just came here, right? So basically, we said that this is one definition of entrepreneurship, and then there's many different types of entrepreneurships, right? So as we see in the Wikipedia, and I'll just share the link to Wikipedia as well. So, yeah. So basically, companies, right? Companies, they're people who start companies, people who join companies, and um, going back to my this page, and also my profile. Let me go to my profile. Go to profile. There's people on the journey. This is the journey that I mentioned here. Let me just go to my profile on LinkedIn. You can see right here. This is the path, right? This is the path I've been talking about last time and this time. So let me just put it back in my document. So this is the path of usually you are either a high school or college dropout, unemployed, you become an employee, you become a freelancer, become self-employed, become a business owner. And so this is basically the path I noticed a lot nowadays. So most people, they rather join a company than to start a company, because starting a company is not easy. Interesting. All right, so back to this. And I'll just put you on the site. So, okay, cool. So why do people start a company? Because but people who love entrepreneurship, who love like to do something new in the world, they would do this. And this is, I think, the question that you were asking. How do you start a company? See, sir, what's the first step in starting a company? To start a business. And basically, yeah, business, company, this is basically the same thing. It's hard to type with your mouse. But okay, so this is basically it, right? Next page, export. Interesting. All right, why is this doing this? All right. Export. Okay, cool. All right, let's move on to. I don't want to lose these, so I'm going to try to save it. Okay, let me. How do I start a new page? I'll just start a new page. Yes. Yes. Okay. All right. So the main thing about starting the business is you need to understand your audience. Understand. You need to understand who is going to buy what you're trying to sell, right? And not just about buying and selling, it's about understanding your audience. I think I'll just type it out. It's a lot easier because typing, trying to draw is not that. Okay, so let's talk about understanding your audience. I'll just say customers. Can everyone see this? Is it too small? How to make this bigger? Make this bigger. Just use my pen. I'm actually trying to find the best way to do this. Font. So make this big font. I'll just say maybe bigger, a bit bigger. Okay, everyone see this? Is 48 too big? Maybe 48 is too big. Okay. Cool, we can. What? Control plus. Oh, okay. Control plus. Yes. Thank you. Thanks, man. Okay, so understanding your customers is very important. It's number one. I would say that's number one. And number two is having an idea. So once you know your customers, you know what is their pain points, what is causing them pain or what is causing them joy. What do they like to do, right? Usually we start with pain because it's like there's a problem, right? There's a problem. There's a problem, and what the idea is to fix the problem. To fix the problem. Okay? Like problem. Alright, okay. So you have an idea and a solution. And next is you typically what we call it is you kind of create like the first what we usually call is prototype. Prototype, which is like, you know, with 3D printing, you print like an object, right? So for example, if you have an idea of how to do something, you want to create an example of it, right? So you create a prototype. So every business basically creates a prototype, like it's a model, basically a model. Example. Okay, so this is model example of the solution. It could also be, it could either be the solution or it could be let's see, solution, it could be a service, it could be a product, right? So you create a prototype, like to test it out, and then you test it. So this is the testing phase. So this is the testing phase, right? So first of all, you understand, you have basically you try to figure out what is the problem and what is causing them pain, right? And then you come up with an idea or a solution to fix a problem. And then you create an example to show them, like that's why I say 3D printing. You print out an example. Like if someone wants to get Like for example, they want to create like a if you want to create a toy, right? They want to create a toy. Then you 3D print it. You do a prototype. You do the 3D modeling. You do the prototype, and then you test it out. Just like people who make games, like they come up, like they try to come up with an idea for a game, and then they kind of make it. They make the simple. Yeah, we'll get to the cost and everything afterwards. Like right now, the price is not the price is not the main thing right now, right? Like the thing is solving the problem. Like if you can solve a problem, people will pay you a lot of money because it's causing them pain. Like they don't enjoy pain. They don't enjoy pain, right? So money is coming later. Like a lot of people focus on the money part, but you should. This is the process, right? Okay, so testing it, and then uh, 5 is just to validate it. So testing and validate, and then this is and then scaling. I don't want to get into scaling right now, but okay, let's go back to this. So if you have people like an audience, your clients, people who are part of your community, so you have context, right? So I'm going to type in more context. Oops. So this is the context. Right? What is, and also you kind of have a business model. And this is actually the research. This is, yeah, let's just say research. So this is the research phase. And then this is what we call the ideation phase. Ideation basically is an idea. It's idea concept, right? Like the light bulb moment. And I love ideation. Actually, my company is called Profound Ideation. So ideation is yeah. What I like to do. I like to come up with ideas and stuff. And then prototyping is okay. Let's stay with ideation. Ideation is my favorite part. Coming up with ideas. Expanding the ideas, selecting the best idea. So this is like a brainstorm. Come up ideas, and then choosing the best idea. Next is the prototype phase, which is sorry. Okay, so prototyping is the next phase. Well, you take the idea and you run with it. You basically try it out and you ask, okay, you take the idea, you take it back to your customers or your clients, right? You ask them, does this work for you? Like, is this what you had in mind? Is this what you want, right? This is where the cost and price and everything comes in, because if they like the idea and they're willing to pay for it, then you can start talking about the pricing and how much to charge them and all that kind of stuff. Because if they don't like the idea, right, they're not going to pay for it usually. It's just like people who make logos. If you go to Fiverr, people who make logo designs, like a lot of times they would say that I don't like this design. It's not what I asked for. Then you have to do it again, right? So that's logos is a very popular thing online because every company needs a logo, and they have to talk to a graphic artist to do a logo usually. So the logo person will do a prototype, where like will do a example of the logo, for example, and if the client likes it, if the customer or the client likes it, then they would you can add color, you can add all kinds of stuff to the product or the service. So this is the prototype. So basically, breathing life. I like to say breathing life into to the idea. You know, give it wings, like let it fly, right? So basically, just during this time, is plan, sketch, imagine. Planning, sketching, imagining what the solution is, and then after that you can actually create a prototype. And this is what we usually call the MVP. So the MVP is actually like the minimal viable product. So let me show you what MVP is. Let's go back to Google or Wikipedia or something. Let's go to MVP. Let's go to Google. Alright, so Techipedia. So what is MVP? MVP is the minimal viable product. And I'm going to share this link in my notes here. Alright. So typically in the development phase, like a product or website developed with sufficient features to satisfy early adopters. And then later on you can add more and more features. You know, the complete set of features are only designed after feedback is received. Yeah, so it has enough value that people are willing to use it and buy it initially, right? It demonstrates enough future benefit to retain early adopters, and it provides feedback loop to guide future development. So a while back, I think last episode, we looked at this place called Bright Locker. Bright Locker is like a game place where they take. Okay, let me answer that question later on. Let me just finish this thought. So this place, basically, you can see the product status. Let me make it bigger. So for example, this is called okay, so what's a good game? Okay, let's look at Neon Sword, I guess. So if you look at Neon Sword, you can see the phases, right? Like this is the pre-production, design, building, playtesting, right? So if we look at our model, we can kind of see it like I'll just move this to the side. So we can kind of see it like that, right? Like first they have the research, right? Pre-production. Before they produce anything, before they make the game, they would research. And then when they have an idea of the game, they would go into the design phase, right? This is the design phase. You brainstorm, you come up with ideas, and then you prototype it. You start to design, but you haven't actually done anything. It's just planning. It's just ideas, imagination, planning, sketching, and then they start to build it. They start to build a prototype. And then they go to play testing, which is testing phase, and then to validate, to make sure that it works, and then after that it goes live. So play testing and that that phase takes a long time usually. Testing it, improving it, and then once it works, you can launch it. So usually I think around here is launching. I'll just put launching as this is important, right? So I'll just say this is 5, this is 6. Okay, launching and then scaling it. Okay, so that's one good example I could think of right now. Cool. Okay, so Could you share the documents afterwards? Yes, I actually am going to share the documents on my GitHub account. So let me go find it. Let me go find my GitHub account. Let me open up GitHub. And where's my chat? Chat disappeared. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to read. It depends. Sometimes people who have an idea and money go hire people and build the initial. Yeah. So you can either do it yourself or you can get someone to do it for you. So I'm just going to go to my. Let me share. Let me send a link to you. Where's my repository? Okay. Okay. So here we have the GitHub thing. Where's my? Is it not refreshed? Hang on. Let me update this. Add show notes. Cool. So it should appear here very soon. Or not. Did I mess up? No, it should be here. Oh, okay. Hang on. I need to update my. Hang on. This is a pain. Okay. There should be like an easy way to do this. Give me a second. Let me just update my whole thing so that you can see the show notes. See, update, refresh. Okay, so now we have. So this is where you can find it. So this is the link. Let me paste the notes here. All right, cool. All right, so let's see what else. Let's look at what people are typing. I have a question. To make something, you must require skill, and most of the time you don't have any of the skills required. So you would make a team, people who want money for their work. Don't. Yeah. The issue is to find people and develop your ideas. So there's a lot of places online that you can find help at. So for example, there's obviously, I mean, all of us know about Fiverr, right? Fiverr, people go there, they hire people. There's also other places where you can hire freelancers like Upwork and places like that where you can actually pay someone to do work. So obviously you need to have some money in order to do this because they don't work for free. Like if you want, for example, you want to make a mobile app, you can search mobile apps. People they charge like from $69 per hour to 200 plus an hour, and then some people are $40 an hour. So it really depends, you know. And what languages do you want? Do you want it to be Android or iOS? And what software do you, you know, what kind of technology stack do you want, right? So either Android or iOS. So that is one thing. It depends. Some people have ideas, go hire people to initial. Yes. So like I say, if you cannot do it yourself, then you have to hire like, you know, engineers and designers and people to help you to do it. So there's some scenarios where people do not have enough fun. In that case, yes. So getting a technical co-founder is very important sometimes because if like for me, usually I'm the technical co-founder because I'm the technical guy. But sometimes if you are the guy with the ideas and you're good at sales and marketing and other things, then you're not the technical guy usually. So you need to find someone to help you with building the technical stuff. Who has such skill? Yes, exactly. You find someone who has the skill. There's actually a few websites out there I don't remember where they are right now. But you can find like that's why you go to network meetings. You go to networking meetings, um, and usually you can find like technical co-founders and all that kind of stuff at networking events. So like for me, I typically go to like Eventbrite, but this is in Canada, US, right? So Eventbrite is a great place for finding events around your area, and then I look for networking. So getting out there, networking, breakfast networking, um, networking for jobs, networking. And so networking for jobs, a lot of times people are looking for work, and they may not be good technical co-founder. Usually they're just networking. But these are basically speed networking events. I used to join this, and you meet all kinds of people in these events. But if you want to look for like a technical event, you should look for technical like events, like tech events. So let's look at tech events. So this is like fintech event, fashion tech, rag tech, martech, Persian women in tech, fintech again, AI tech. So all these are great events to go to. For example, because they are tech events, right? Tech and entrepreneur, professional networking, robotics, STEAM learning, um, yeah. So like so this is one thing, and then the other one is like meetup. I'm not sure if you have these in your countries because I know there's all kinds of people everywhere. Um, People watching this are from all kinds of places, right? Um, so let's look at tech. So tech. Let's look at tech. So see, there's the Toronto Synthetic Intelligence Forum. There's technical, yeah, exactly. AI tech events, AWS, which is the Amazon Web Servers. So there are many different groups, and this like groups has like 1,800 people. Tech Toronto has 2,000, sorry, 21,000 plus people. These are all like there's lots of these people like Toronto JavaScript. If you had to JavaScript, um, so I mean, look at this. This is all the events happening in my area. Like this is in Toronto where I'm at. So um, this is crazy. I mean, if you like, I'm not sure how it is in your country, but like if you are in my area, like you can go to any of these events and meet people and like connect with them and maybe they can be your technical co-founder. Or maybe so either they're looking for technical co-founders or they are technical co-founders looking for like people to work with. So it kind of goes hand in hand. So does that answer your question? I hope it does. If not, just type it in. Let me know what other questions you may have. All right, so let's see. I'll just continue this for now. Let's see. So let's go back to my yeah, and actually it boils down to understanding them. If you understand them, it's not difficult to create a product and a service. Or are there any online meetups? Yes, there are, but it's hard to actually connect with people because usually it's like lots and lots of people talking. It's yeah. So okay. I mean, my favorite place to find people and people find me is on LinkedIn. So I'm just gonna go back to my I have to sign in, right? I have to go to my LinkedIn profile. Where's my LinkedIn? Okay. So let me just go back to my LinkedIn profile and just so let's go to jobs. Go to jobs, right? So if you're looking for what are you looking for example, you know, 3D printer. yeah, so hang on. Hang on. Let me check something. Oh, wrong. Let's see. Anyone else in the chat have any ideas where you can find people? Um, okay, so let me just get my link. Okay. Let's see if there's anyone else online. Okay, nope. Alright, so where was I? Um, so finding people online. Finding people online is the are you talking about technical co-founders or just people who can do work for you? Because I showed you the other websites before. But if you're looking for like, let's go to um, okay, so you're not looking for jobs, you're looking for people. So you go to home and then you go look at people. So you do a search and you look for people, right? And here you can discover all kinds of people and you can add filters. You can say you're looking for what kind of business would you be looking for, like a game developer or um, uh, technical co-founder. So I guess you're looking at industries, technology, information services, marketing, languages, and where they're working at, past companies, school. So you can look at Delhi, York University, Mumbai. Right. People who might support you financially for your idea, so you can hire people to make a project. Okay. Um, hey, would you like to get on the call? Then we can talk about this. Cause is there a way we can talk? Um, it'd be easier if we can get you on the call. Then you can talk. Let's see if I can chat with you. So, um, are we connected on Facebook or something? I can give you a call and then we can talk. Let me know. Then I'll just send you a message. So let's talk. Okay, so let's look at people who can. Let's just look at game developers. iOS. iOS. Okay. Message me on Facebook. Um, Message me on Facebook and then we'll talk. Send me a message on Facebook. Oh, you're the guy I'm looking for just now. Okay, I'll give you a call once you're ready. So if I go back to this, I have to add more people to my network. Messages. Okay, jobs would be interesting. Anyone have any other questions in the chat? Just type it out. Ricky or Nilo. Okay, let me call you right now. Just give me a second. Let me find you on Facebook. Calling. Did it? Oh. Hey.
Audio, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Yes, I can hear you. Oh, everything seems to be fine. Okay, good. So, yeah, I've been looking for you this morning. I was like, couldn't find you. But okay, so it's good you messaged me on the chat. Awesome. Okay, so what was your question and what exactly are you looking for? 'Cause can you hear me now? I can hear you. Oh, you should turn down the volume and on the computer so you don't hear echo. And there's a little lag between my stream. There's like maybe 20 seconds lag. So whatever I show on my screen takes 20 seconds to show up on the stream. Oh, okay. I think you got dropped. Okay, just got dropped. Let me call you again. Hey, you dropped. Okay. So I was saying.
So yeah,
you might have to turn down the volume.
The lag is okay.
Yeah, the lag is okay. Yeah. So you might have to turn down the volume a bit so you can hear me on the phone.
My question was.
Yes. Oh, did you drop again? Is it your connection? Maybe your internet connection.
I'll try to mute the live stream,
yes.
But can you talk to me over Facebook?
Yes, yes.
Or something?
Yes.
Anyways, my question was basically,
oh, you keep dropping.